Okay, I'm gonna be reviewing my thoughts on Rebels. I'm not when I mean review, I'm not gonna go through episode reviewing. I'm just gonna give my overall thoughts on Star Wars Rebels. So kind of like a review. For me, I think Rebels is definitely a downgrade of my beloved TV show known as Rebel or Clone Wars. So I think on that note, it's not as good. Because I definitely think it's a downgraded version. Because I think it's not as better. Because it's first Disney content of Star Wars. First Star Wars Disney content. It's definitely childish when you could make it a big emotional death, a big emotional moment. They chose to have it a kiddie or crack a joke. Almost crack a joke when it's during like an emotional scene. And having stormtroopers even dumber than they were in the movies. When characters like Ezra just fell flat. I feel like the show would have done a lot better without Ezra. That battle between Ahsoka and Darth Vader was one of the greatest and most emotional scenes, period. But throughout the whole battle, they cut back between the battle and Ezra trying to get the holocron out. And it's like, I don't really appreciate that. I don't really find my enjoyment with the fact that, same thing with Twin Suns. I love that episode so much, but then of course you have to follow Ezra instead of Darth Maul. It would have been just as emotional. It would have been more emotional if you followed Darth Maul on Tatooine, landing on Tatooine, and show the whole episode about him trying to find Obi-Wan, and that would have been just as satisfying, and then more satisfying than seeing Ezra's adventure. So I feel like because the show is about Ezra, every time you have this grand episode, it has to be undercut from Ezra. I think one of the reasons why another reason why I think Clone Wars would be better is because there isn't one true main character. You could like a clone. You could like a Jedi. You could like a villain, and they're all justified. You could like Anakin, and it's just a justified reason. That's why you can like Obi-Wan. And not only that, there's not one character who gets undercut, who gets suffered from other characters. Darth Maul gets his fair share. Asajj Ventress gets his fair share. Obi-Wan gets his fair share. So I think that's kind of here. I think in this show, not every character gets that justice. Kanan gets undercut from Ezra. I feel like throughout the whole show there was predictable moments, and and a lot of questions unanswered in the show. What? Where was Ahsoka now? Where's Ezra? Where's Thrawn? As opposed to, you should have killed Thrawn. Personally, in my taste, kill Thrawn. I'm glad they killed Ezra. Not Ezra. I'm glad they killed, what's-its-face? Glad they killed Kanan, because that was a smart decision, but a predictable one. I mean, because he was later. So some of that stuff, is predictable. Because it's predictable, it works. In so many ways, because